Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 12 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important if you aren't caught up to the point where I am every watch you're watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you find that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be The Big Bang Theory, Season 12, Episode 4. The title of this episode is called The Tam Turbulence. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. We start off with Amy entering her living room to find Sheldon improving their wedding photographs by adding guests who did not attend, like the Wright brothers. Amy then receives an email from Tam telling Sheldon that he was visiting Caltech with his son and wanted to get together with his old friend Sheldon. Amy wonders why Sheldon never mentioned his childhood best friend, so Sheldon yells at her, "Tam, Tam, 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 Tam," and runs into the bedroom. Then the gang wonders why or how Raj could be engaged to a woman that he just met. Raj asks for advice on an engagement ring. Bernadette wants to know if she has fingers. Amy enters asking the guys about Tam. No one knows about him. He seems to have betrayed Sheldon, and Amy doesn't want to pry into why. Bernadette is playing a video game when Penny enters her office and is worried about Raj and his new fiancée, Anu. Penny can't find anything on the internet, so Bernadette wants her dad to check with his police buddies. She calls him, but he won't do it because it is illegal. Leonard can't believe that Sheldon has another friend that Leonard has never heard about. Since Leonard knows Sheldon's bathroom schedule, he thought he knew who his friends are. They all wonder what Tam could have done, so Howard suggests that they call Sheldon's brother Georgie. Later, Skyping with Georgie in his office at Dr. Tire, he remembers Sheldon's little Vietnam buddy. Leonard mentions that he was not even at the wedding, and Georgie is embarrassed that realizing that he had a long conversation with a guest he thought was Tam. Georgie wonders if he still has his enemies list and bathroom schedule, and suggests looking it up. Then he changes his mind on asking them to do something about his name on the list for urinating in Sheldon's shampoo bottle before signing off. Howard downloads the enemies list from the internet and finds Tam win. Sheldon only lists that Tam knows what he did. The guys decide to meet Tam and ask him. Howard next finds that Jim Henson made the enemies list for inventing that big bird / big yellow bird that scared Sheldon and gave him nightmares, because as we know, Sheldon doesn't like birds, and that's one of the biggest ones around. Penny and Bernadette walk into Anu's hotel lobby. They walk up to the concierge desk and introduce themselves. She replies that they were there to check her out. Bernadette immediately likes her because she is smart. She is invited out to dinner and then suggests the restaurant Bavel. Penny thinks it's impossible to get reservations as Anu picks up the phone and gets them. Doing impossible things is her superpower. When leaving, Bernadette wonders that if she can get into any restaurant, was Raj the best husband she could find? The guys wander around the university gathering and they find Sheldon's former best friend, Tam. He is happy to meet Sheldon's friend since Sheldon hasn't gotten back to him. Leonard says that Sheldon didn't come because he was still super upset about, hoping that Tam knew. He didn't. Tam thinks that Sheldon just moved to California and they drifted apart. Sheldon comes out and Tam is very happy to see him. Sheldon still thinks that Tam betrayed him. Why? When Sheldon moved to California, Tam didn't come with him. Sheldon storms off, leaving Tam in a state of shock. Leonard finds Sheldon in his office and wants to explain to him that Tam has done nothing wrong. Sheldon yells at him and that he never does anything that is stupid and that Leonard could end up on his enemies list. Leonard leaves disgusted and warns him that Sheldon can't afford to lose another best friend. Penny thinks that the restaurant is amazing. Anu adds that she usually gets tipped for doing the impossible. Penny sees LeBron James over at another table. Bernadette then asks why a smart, successful woman would want to marry someone that she just met. She had tried finding someone herself in her 20s and it didn't work out. Her parents had an arranged marriage and are happy together. Bernadette replies that she married for love and it turned out fine. Penny adds a me too. Amy comes home and finds Sheldon on the phone with Howard, whom he says he's his new best friend. Neither of them are happy about it. Amy can guess what happened. Sheldon tells her that she knows him so well. Amy offers to be his best friend, but he wants a wife that he can complain to. Sheldon is very angry that Leonard took Tam's side. It seems when Sheldon was accepted at Caltech, he was afraid to move away from home, and Tam offered to move out with him, and then he didn't do it. Tam found a girlfriend and stayed in Texas. Amy explained that if Tam had moved out there with him, he wouldn't have the great friends he has now. Sheldon thinks about what has happened and figures that things would be the same. The girls ask Anu about her craziest request ever. Britney Spears wanted to blow bubbles and she had to go to Kmart at 3 a.m. Then she asks about Raj. First, they insist that he is great, and then that he is fun to hang out with, just like another girlfriend. The good part and the bad part. He also bathes with his dog and cries when Hugh Jackman sings. Anu looks a little worried. Tam enters Sheldon's office at Caltech, and at his request, of course. Sheldon forgives him, even though Tam insists that he did nothing. Tam had met Beth, loved her, and stayed in Texas. Sheldon was meant to move to California and do amazing things that he, Tam, was very proud of. Sheldon is sorry that things didn't work out for him, but Tam insists that he is very happy. The guy's first mention about the girls meeting Bernadette was pretty drunk and tried to sleep in the dryer. Sheldon walks in with Tam. He had been showing Tam and his son around Caltech. Sheldon decided that it was silly to hold his grudge. Sheldon wants them to go do something, but Tam has to get a cab and head to the airport. Sheldon then insists that Leonard can drive them. He then tells his old friend a quick goodbye and then leaves. Bernadette shows an Instagram picture of her and LeBron James. All Penny sees is a smudged 3 tables back. Raj then calls her and wonders what they told Anu. She now knows he wears ladies' deodorant. Raj asks them to stay away from her. Penny prefers to have them meet again to do some damage control. Bernadette wonders if she could get them into the Soho house. They owe that to Raj. And that's what ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So it was okay, but again, these episodes are starting to get a little generic. I'm going to score the episode a 7.2 out of 10. Sheldon is the character of the episode, and as many of you know, I give Penny a score because Penny is the reason why I started to watch The Big Bang Theory, and one of the reasons why I continued watching The Big Bang Theory. I'll give her a 7.5 out of 10. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please don't forget to Hulk smash the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you rate it in? What would be your score for Penny? And who would be your character of the episode? And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDevTV.